Hi everyone, Jamie here from Metro Retro. I'm going to take you through the updates in the early December release. They're split into two parts. There's the inboard updates, so stuff you can do inside a board, and updates to dashboard functionality. It includes manipulating objects inside a board, a few other different items here, and updates to the dashboard which include inviting colleagues and tutorials and getting started guides for new users, as well as 3 updates to functionality across the dashboard. Okay, to start with, object manipulation, which is a fancy way of saying moving stuff around the board. So I'll just go over here. Okay, so the first one, rotating objects. You can rotate any object by grabbing the bottom corner of it and spinning it around. Rotation is pretty fluid. If you hold the shift key, it rotates through a set of horizontal, vertical and diagonal lines, making it a lot easier to place the object where you want. Additionally, if you're moving an object and hold the shift key down, it will move the object along the X or the Y axis. Another update is shapes and images are by default containers. So that means that when things are placed inside them, they grab hold of them and move them around together. You can switch this off now. So there's a container property on shapes and images. If you click that, the shape becomes flat and you can move it around without affecting any of the objects inside it. And you can switch it back on to pick up everything again. Another update is to hold the Alt key when selecting a shape. If you drag off it, you can create a clone of that shape and anything inside it. Obviously this will respect the container property, so if you have it off, you can drag that shape across there. It makes it really easy to make layouts. Okay, lastly on the object manipulation, if you select a bunch of items and press the 1 or the 2 key on your keyboard, it will lay the items out in a horizontal or vertical line at the position of your mouse. So pressing 1 and pressing 2. Okay, onto the other updates. First one, Christmas mode. I've got it off at the moment, but I'm going to switch it on. And you'll see a set of lights, decorations, snowman and snow at the bottom. You can click the lights to change the colors. The little decoration will move. That will change every time you refresh the screen. There's snow at the bottom, and if you click the snowman's belly, you can see Jamie made it snow. This will make the board snow for everyone. Anyone can click the snowman, switch it off, and you'll see snow. I don't know how well it comes out in the video. And there it's turned off. If this is a bit much for you, you can switch this off in the settings menu. Right at the bottom, Scrooge mode. When enabled, it switches off the festive decorations. I'm just going to switch that back on and show you the dashboard. When Christmas mode is on, you get a set of decorations around your dashboard. The logo gets a little hat, you get the lights, the Christmas tree. Alright, the next update is embedding videos in boards. If you take a YouTube link or a hosted video and paste the link directly onto the board, so Control V, you'll get a video player. Anyone who clicks on the video can play it for themselves. If you need to edit the video, move it around or shrink it, hold the Control key and click on the video, and then you can size it, move it and delete it. Alright, next one is the thickness of the marker pen. So I'm just going to create a shape to draw on. Pick up the pen, it's blue. When you're using it, you can change the thickness with the 1 to 0 keys on your keyboard. So I'm going up 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can now have emoticons and shapes, so I'm just going to rub out these drawings. These are the emoticons that are also in tokens. So if you write an emoticon, the shape will have it displayed. Let's see if I can remember any others. It's on there. Let's go for, if you're watching this in the afternoon, you might have a beer. If you're watching it in the morning, you might have a coffee. Lastly, new templates. We've been adding new templates through December, and we're adding more as we go. These include new retrospectives. There is a big Christmas retro with an icebreaker, main retrospective and closing activity. Do go ahead and try that before the end of the year. And there's new templates, the good, bad and the ugly, 3 little pigs, fishbone diagram, that's a root cause, and other templates such as Crazy 8 sketching in the icebreakers. Okay, dashboard updates. You can now invite colleagues by email. Previously you had to just share an invite link. And you can do this from inside a workspace or the admin section. I'll show you that in a second. And there's also updates to how the recent boards looks. You can expand and collapse the workspace list. So if you have workspaces with folders, you can shrink and open those. And you can move a board when you're cloning it, which I'll show you now. Firstly, recent boards now has the headings, or now has date headings. So you can see I was on quite a few boards today and yesterday. And it also shows where the board is from, which folder or workspace it's from. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, you can now invite colleagues by email as well as sharing an invite link. You can do this from inside the workspace, where you can invite people here, and that will send them an invite email. Or you can do it from the admin section if you are an admin. You can either invite people by email using this form, or you can create an invite link. Depending on your security settings you've set up in your security and login section, users may need approval to access the account. If their email domain is not listed in the access control, or they're not part of your single sign-on, then you as an admin will receive an email asking you to approve their entry. You'll go into approvals, and within this table you'll see any open access requests, and you can approve or deny them from here. Okay, so cloning and moving boards. When you go to clone a board, you can now move it into any other workspace or folder that you have access to. So I'll move this calendar into demo boards, which is this workspace, and you can see that board there. All right, that's it from us for now. Enjoy the rest of your year. Hope you enjoy the Christmas decorations. Remember, you can switch them off if they get too much. Just enable Scrooge mode there, and your boards and dashboard will be back to normal.